I still don't get why he had to be here. Why is that rat still here?
Oh, Kaito, still mad? I thought we were gonna have fun reading these scary Reddit stories together. You know, for old time's sake. It's not like this video was being promoted through the mud beforehand with you in it. You know what? Why are you here? Ben Shapiro is probably more popular than you, even on one of your good days. You're the least popular character? Just leave already if you're so worked up.
Don't push it, Kokichi. I'm here for everyone else, not you. I know I'm dead to you after last time, so you can save me the trouble.
Ha! You're all acting like scared little babies already, and we haven't even started yet. Do you want me to fetch your bottle? I can easily refill it. The tank is very loaded, if you know what I mean.
What kind of mod are you using on this woman? Thankfully, this isn't on my channel, or I would be doing a demonetization speedrun.
I'm not scared at all.
Himiko, your hands are shaking. Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, it's just cold in here, that's all. Can't I just use a spell to warm this place up? It's like the Arctic, that's all.
Come on, Himiko. You don't have to act tough. I'm right here if you need me.
Fine, but only because it's cold.
All right, everyone. Let's get into the stories. I'm sure they'll be scary enough to distract you from whatever's going on here.
Yeah, like watching you all freak out isn't gonna be the real entertainment. Himiko's already clinging to Tenko, and Kaito's still sulking like a kid who got his toy stolen. Maybe if he doesn't have a stroke, I'll consider prying it from Kokichi's nuclear bunker for you.
I'm fine, Miu. Let's just start already.
Yeah, Kaito. Try not to get too scared. Wouldn't want you to have any more reasons to unfriend me.
All right, first story coming up. Let's see if this one spooks you all.
Yeah, I don't like this. I'm definitely not scared. Just, cautious.
Don't worry, Himiko. I've got you.
You're all so lame! Bring on the horror already!
Hold up. Why is DanTDM here? Is he gonna be our babysitter or something?
Shut up, Kokichi. I grew up watching his videos, all right? He's here because I wanted him here. You got a problem with that?
Oh, Kaito's a fanboy. That's adorable. Does this mean you're gonna geek out and ask for his autograph after we finish reading scary stories?
Hey, no worries. I'm just here to hang out, read some creepy stories, and have a good time with you all.
Ha! Kaito watching kid-friendly YouTubers? That's rich. I would say I'm surprised, but I'm not Kokichi, so I'm not going to lie my ass off to you guys.
You all seriously need to chill. Can we just focus on the stories?
Sure thing, fanboy. Let's see if these stories are enough to shake you up.
All right, guys, let's not get too distracted. We've got some stories lined up, so let's dive in.
This story is called The Devil's Youngest Son Made Me Watch Him Torture My Older Siblings. Thank God I'm an only child.
My older brothers have always made my life a living hell. It was like they felt joy in making me suffer, and my parents never did anything to stop them. They shrugged it off as playful sibling rivalry. At first, it started off small. My second oldest brother told me Santa wasn't real. It really hurt me. But I wish it would have just stopped there. A week after that, he just pushed me off the stairs. I'm not sure if he did it on purpose or not because he seems as stunned as me when I looked up. My parents scolded him, but like I said, they weren't any help.
What the hell? Pushing someone down the stairs? That's not sibling rivalry. That's just messed up. It's like your own home is a constant WWE match.
Santa's not real? And then a little trip down the stairs? Classic big brother move, if you ask me. At least he got the truth out of the way. Some lies can only go on for so long, and that's coming from me.
Kokichi, that's not funny. You don't just shove someone down the stairs. Are you insane? Oh wait, you are. Why do I have to ask that fucking loser?
Seriously, Kokichi, that's awful. Siblings are supposed to protect each other, not do that. Unless the younger sibling is a boy, then you can sell him on the dark web and get a good profit, and maybe adopt an adorable little girl instead.
These are older siblings, whack job!
Yeah, it's scary, having brothers like that. I wouldn't get a moment of sleep with brothers like that. It terrifies me.
It's okay, Himiko. I'm right here.
Oh, boo-hoo. Brothers pushing you around? Big deal. At least they didn't break anything.
Miu, you're really something else. What kind of parents just shrug that off as rivalry?
Yeah, that's pretty serious. Parents should step in, not just brush it aside.
Oh, poor Kaito. Maybe he's getting all emotional because it reminds him of something?
Kokichi, I swear, if you don't shut up.
All right, let's just move on before things get heated again.
My third oldest brother once noticed I lost my first tooth. He took it and forced me to swallow it. I cried while he stood there laughing. From that point on, my siblings began physically abusing me more. My oldest brother once took a stuffed animal I got for my birthday, and he slit its throat in front of me. Before I could say anything, he pointed the knife at me and said, "If you tell this to anyone, I'll do to you what I did to your stupid doll." I cried myself to sleep that night, and I was afraid to tell my parents anything. What the hell? That's way beyond sibling rivalry. That's straight up abuse.
Wow! Now that's what I call an intense sibling relationship. Talk about overkill.
Are you seriously joking about this, Kokichi? That's not intense, that's traumatizing. Forcing someone to swallow a tooth? Threatening them with a knife?
This is disgusting. How could anyone do that to their sibling? That poor kid.
Yeah, that's so scary. Threatening someone with a knife? I can't even imagine it. Sayaka Maizono, anyone?
It's okay, Himiko. I'm here. No one's gonna hurt you like that.
Ha! Swallowing a tooth? That's gotta be the most hardcore way to lose a tooth I've ever heard. And the doll thing? Creepy, but kinda hilarious if you ask me. The Tooth Fairy might have to go on strike after this.
Miu, this isn't funny. None of this is.
Oh, Kaito's all worked up again. You sure you're not taking this personally? You know, overprotective big brother vibes? Well, mind your own business, Papa Smurf.
I said enough, Kokichi. I can't believe you'd laugh at something like this.
Hey, it's just a story, Kaito. No need to freak out. I'm going to continue before Kaito punches me through the computer screen. During another birthday of mine, I got a Wii. And the next day, my youngest older brother took it and broke it with my dad's hammer right in front of me. He didn't even bother to take it for himself. He just broke it in front of me. That's how it went for every birthday of mine. Once my second youngest brother stole my ball, and my parents believed him when he said I gave it to him. Another birthday. One other birthday. My oldest brother burned a card game of mine in the backyard. My parents took his side, of course, and punished me. Once in our pool, my dad bought my youngest older brother was in it with me, and he suddenly grabbed me by the neck and started drowning me. He pulled my head back up every few seconds, but push it back in the water and drown, before again pulling my head up. They also called me terrible names that my third oldest brother made. He seemed proud of the names he made, and that my brothers called me those. They only called me by my real name when others were around.
What the hell? His brother drowned him? This isn't just abuse anymore. That's trying to kill someone. This isn't the killing game. There isn't some insane execution planned. The fuck?
Wow, this family's on a whole different level of messed up. Can you imagine? First, your Wii gets smashed, then your own brother tries to drown you? Classic. Can I get a VIP tour of this nutjob household? I'm willing to pay top dollar. I'll even rent you out a room in my nuclear bunker. God, I just love my nuclear bunker so much. Thank you for letting me say it 1,000,000 times in the script, admins.
You're seriously laughing right now? Drowning someone isn't a joke, Kokichi!
This is disgusting. What kind of parents let this happen? They sided with the brothers even after all of that? What kind of family does that to their own child? They need an ass whooping because they're making me sympathize with a degenerate male.
That's horrible. Why would they do that to him?
It's okay, Himiko. I'm not going to let anyone hurt you like that. This whole family is just... I don't even have words for it.
Ha! Drowning your sibling and breaking their stuff? These brothers sound like total psychos. Can't say the parents are any better either. I feel bad for the Wii, though. I could have used it for spare parts for my next invention. I would have loved a good long Wii rod. I mean remote.
Miu, this isn't funny. This is real trauma. That kid was being tormented for years.
Yeah, this is really heavy. The level of cruelty here, it's not just sibling rivalry, it's systematic abuse. And it's heartbreaking that the parents didn't protect him. Why not take it out in some PvP or experiment with new Minecraft mods?
Oh, poor Kaito's all worked up again. This family's not that different from some of the stuff you see on TV. People just don't get along sometimes.
Are you kidding me, Kokichi? This isn't not getting along. This is straight up evil. No one deserves to go through this. Zip your mouth shut before I drown you instead.
Yeah. I'll read next. Once my oldest brother took my hands with his and clenched them tight. It felt like my hands were getting crushed. It took a minute before he finally let go and left. One time we were playing hide and seek, and after hiding behind a tree for 30 minutes, I called out for them but never got an answer. After roaming around for I don't know how long, I finally found my house, and they were all there. They just left me there. My house was basically a place where the strong preyed on the weak. After turning 18, I took my dad's car and drove away from home with some money I took. It was hard finding a place to live, and I was in and out of jail before finally finding a stable place. I didn't really do anything where someone got hurt.
They just left him out there. Like he didn't matter at all. How can people treat their own family like that? Are their heads on backwards?
Sounds like the old hide-and-seek abandonment trick worked like a charm. Imagine hiding for that long and thinking someone's still looking for you. That's cold. That'll be a challenge. He'll have to work for his next meal, nee-hee-hee.
Kokichi, are you seriously laughing right now again? This guy's whole life was just him being used and abused, and you think it's funny?
I can't believe how awful this is. That poor kid was just left there like he didn't even exist, and his parents didn't do anything to stop it. What kind of family does that?
I hate thinking about being left alone like that. Like no one cares.
Ha! Prey on the weak? Sounds like a jungle, not a family. Though I've got to admit, running off with his dad's car? Kinda bold.
It's not bold, Miu. He probably felt like he had no choice. No one should have to run away just to feel safe.
Yeah, it's really sad. He was just a kid who needed protection, and instead, he had to live like a survivor in his own house. That kind of trauma sticks with you. Like the time Traoris faked his own death, it scarred me for life.
Kaito, you're really good at taking these stories to heart, huh? Maybe you should run off and steal a car, too. Throw yourself off the nearest cliff if you can. But do I even have to ask you? You will sooner or later have an accident anyway.
Kokichi, you really don't get it, do you? I don't care if this is just a story. People go through this kind of stuff in real life, and you treating it like a joke just proves how messed up you are.
Let's not forget what we're really reacting to here. A kid who just wanted to escape a nightmare. I'll continue. Years passed by, and I started getting happier. I found someone I love and was having a child on the way. I started talking to a therapist, and he's helpful, but not that much. He wasn't as therapeutic as I thought he would be, but he tried his best. Once I was talking to my therapist, and he was asking questions I didn't know the answers to, when he asked, "What reason do you think your brothers did that for?" And I shouted, "I don't fucking know." Logically, I felt bad and apologized while he seemed understanding and kept a professional face and tone. Everything was fine, until one night that changed my life forever. I was asleep when I suddenly woke up in a cell with no memory of how I got here. Outside the cell, I saw my brothers, all 4 of them, but they were tied up on operational beds. In the middle of them was a hooded figure with a mask on, and a table with lots of tools.
Whoa! What the hell is happening? He went from talking to his therapist to waking up in some kind of torture room?
Well, well. Looks like karma finally caught up to his brothers. I mean, I'd be lying if I said they didn't deserve it.
Kokichi, how can you say that? Sure, his brothers were awful, but this is just messed up. What kind of person wakes up to that?
This is terrifying. The thought of being trapped like that, with no memory of how you got there, and seeing those people who hurt you, all tied up. I don't know if I'd feel scared or relieved.
Yeah, it's like a nightmare. What do you think the hooded figure is going to do to them?
Oh, come on. Isn't it obvious? Those tools aren't for show. Someone's about to get a little payback.
I don't know if payback is the right word. Whoever that hooded figure is, it's not gonna end well for anyone. This is turning into a horror story real quick.
Yeah, this is definitely taking a dark turn. It feels like some kind of twisted revenge scenario, but waking up in that situation with no idea how you got there, that's the part that gets me. It's like something out of a psychological horror movie.
Hey, maybe the hooded figure's doing what the main character secretly wanted all along. Wouldn't that be a fun twist?
You're unbelievable. This is a nightmare, not some sick game.
He grabbed a saw and started cutting open my oldest brother's stomach and grabbed a few organs, tossing them inside a trash bag. I thought for sure my brother would die, but he was alive and screaming. The figure kept torturing him without anesthetics before grabbing the trash bag and dumping all my brother's organs inside him and stitching his stomach together. Not sure how he survived all of that. The figure suddenly went to my youngest older brother, and carefully took out his right eye. He suddenly took out a dental drill and put it inside his empty socket and turned it on. Blood splattered out while my youngest older brother began screaming and crying. After a few minutes, he pulled out the drill and carefully put his eye back in the socket. The strangest thing was that the eye started working perfect.
Oh, God, that's disgusting. How is that even possible?
Oh, what's wrong, Kaito? Feeling a little queasy? Can't handle a little organ rearrangement and eye surgery without anesthesia? You're not gonna throw up, are you?
Shut up, Kokichi. This is sick. I'm not throwing up.
You sure? You look awfully close to losing your lunch. It's just a story, Kaito. But you're acting like you're the one getting your guts played with.
I know it's just a story, but how can you laugh at this? It's so brutal, so wrong.
Come on, Kaito. Where's your sense of fun? Watching you squirm like this is priceless. Besides, it's not real. It's just some messed up fantasy. No need to get so worked up.
Just leave me alone and let's finish the fucking story, because I vomit on your face.
Oh, what a sick sight. Anyway. Oh, and the word is before, idiot. The figure went to my third oldest brother and took out each and every single one of his teeth. After taking them all out, he forcefully made him swallow all the teeth at the same time, while my brother began choking. After a few seconds, my brother opened his mouth to scream, and I saw he had all his teeth back. Finally, he went to my second oldest brother. He also sawed his stomach open, but suddenly took out a few rats and tossed them inside the open stomach before stitching it shut, while the rats rampaged in there. After half an hour of my brother's screaming and the rats' loud chewing, the figure reopened the stomach, letting out all the rats and restitching his stomach back open. So Kaito, still feeling okay? Or are those rats making your stomach churn even more?
No way! How did you make an appearance in the story? This isn't fair! You fucking rat!
Kokichi, stop! This is too much. It's not just gross, it's inhumane.
What? You mean you don't enjoy a little creative justice? Seems like the brothers finally got what they deserved, don't you think?
Shut up, Kokichi. I'm not gonna puke, but this is messed up. No one deserves to be tortured like that.
Oh, lighten up. It's just a little extreme retribution. You have to admit, it's kind of poetic, right? Teeth, rats, guts, all part of the fun.
I'll be honest, those degenerate males totally deserve to be punished for what they did to their brother. But even I think this is too far. Neo-Aikido is a much better form of punishment. You don't need to resort to torture to teach someone a lesson.
Yeah, even I don't want to imagine rats inside my body. That's too scary and gross. Get out of me, Kokichi.
Exactly. Neo-Aikido is about protecting yourself while also giving someone a good lesson. But this? Tying them up, tearing out teeth, and filling them with rats? That's beyond degenerate behavior. It's cruel.
Oh, so even Tenko thinks this is too much? I never thought I'd see the day. Maybe you're going soft after all.
Wow, you hate men more than I do today. Good job, you're a fucking weirdo. Now where were we?
After seeing my siblings get tortured for hours and hours, the figure suddenly came to me. He threw a knife at my arm before saying, "Sorry." I suddenly woke up, my wife in the bed with me. I thought it was all a dream before I looked at my arm. It was all cut open, just like in the cell. I realized he stabbed me to make me realize everything I saw was real and not a dream. And this wouldn't be the last time I saw him. The figure had told me, "I'm not from here, I'm from hell. I'm the devil's youngest son." But unlike my family, I didn't believe in doing evil, and they didn't like it. He sighed before looking down. My older siblings tormented me in hell every way they could all the time, and I knew I had to escape. He turned his face back to me and said, "I remember finally escaping hell during your dark ages. I never felt so free, so happy. I knew the people wouldn't accept me, and I don't blame them. I've been trying to reach heaven ever since. I knew God would see I'm different than my family." He turned to my brothers and then to me, "But I think I'm too far gone now, but I still have hope. But for now, I'll do this. I'm gonna avenge the ones like me." Then he turned and gave my oldest brother a lobotomy. What the fuck?
I knew it. I knew Kaito would lose it. Oh man, that was priceless. Watching him squirm the whole time was so worth it.
Well, that was intense, to say the least. But hey, if you think about it, this guy's escape from hell kind of reminds me of trying to survive a hardcore Minecraft world, right? You've got all these mobs attacking you from every direction, but you're just doing your best to stay alive and build something, maybe even trying to reach the end. But this guy, he's still trying to find his way to the heaven of the story, just like we try to find the end portal. You know, to try and brighten things up. Kaito, are you okay?
What's going on in here?
Oh, nothing much. Just watching Kaito lose his lunch over a story. Classic Kaito, right?
Seriously? Do you always have to push him like this? You're such a pain.
I can't help it if Kaito's got a weak stomach, Maki roll. He's just so sensitive. It's hilarious.
You're seriously the worst, Kokichi. You always take things too far. You think it's funny to make people miserable, but it's not. You're pathetic.
Oh, is Maki roll gonna defend her pathetic boyfriend now? How cute. Maybe you should take him to a nice quiet place where he won't have to hear any scary stories.
Don't push me, Kokichi. You know exactly what you're doing, and one day, it's going to bite you back hard.
Yeah, Maki roll. Whatever you say. I'm shaking in my boots.
Ahaha. You two just keep going at it. I swear this is better than any story we've read tonight. Keep yelling. I'm loving it.
Can you guys please stop fighting for 5 seconds? I feel like I've been through enough today.
Kokichi, why don't you just leave us the fuck alone for once?
Aw, come on, Maki roll. I'm just having a little fun. No need to get all worked up.
This isn't fun, Kokichi. You're constantly tormenting Kaito, pushing him until he breaks, and you think it's hilarious. We're tired of it, and I'm tired of you.
Tired of me? That's harsh, Maki roll. I thought you'd at least appreciate my sense of humor.
It's not humor. It's cruel. So, why don't you take your little games and go bother someone else? We don't need your shit.
Wow. Someone's in a mood today. Fine. I'll leave you all to your happy little group. But don't blame me when things get boring without me around.
Trust me, Kokichi, things are better when you're not around.
Damn, Maki! Tell him how you really feel.
Finally, someone said it.
You'll miss me when I'm gone.